Republican Trey Gowdy went off the Fox News script, instead deciding to attack Republicans for their far-right and radical positions on abortion, with some going as far to propose the death penalty for rape victims who get an abortion. This is of course inhumane for a long list of reasons, but shows the true nature of the Republican Party, where super religious male legislators are trying to pass these draconian bills that practically turn women into baby-making factories. And well, Trey Gowdy sums it up pretty well with the problems and the issues. Here, take a look.
I tell you what we do have a sense of is most Americans do not want women or doctors imprisoned when it comes to the issue of abortion. And when you have state legislators like one in my home state who are advocating for the death penalty for a rape victim who decides not to carry the child, then that is a political loser. So Republicans used to say this is a state issue. Now it got to the states and you got crazy legislators proposing things like the death penalty. Most Americans, you can criticize Roe versus Wade all you want, but most Americans had come to some peace that this is what the law is.
This is very scary stuff, and it's exactly what was warned would happen if Roe was overturned. The right would increasingly begin to move more and more draconian in the way that it punished and viewed abortion, to now in South Carolina, where Republicans control both the House and Senate, so this can easily be passed as well. Republicans are pushing legislation that equates abortion to homicide, and the punishment would include the death penalty. The only exceptions are imminent death of the mother or an unintentional injury, but notably having no exceptions for rape. This is sick in many regards. Rape itself is traumatizing, but I couldn't imagine now also having to carry that baby to term. The permanent damage, the permanent change that is done to your body as a consistent reminder of your trauma, as well as the baby for that matter. And that's a position that neither a mother or a baby should ever have to be in. And in best case scenario, you uproot your entire life, flee a few states over to have the procedure done, if you're lucky enough to have the money and ability to do something like that. Here's a graph that shows where the current state of abortion rights stand. Florida will be dark red very soon, as a six-week ban has been signed or is set to be signed by DeSantis very soon. But in 16 states, abortion is banned at 6 weeks. Most people aren't aware that they're pregnant until 5 or 6 weeks, and then trying to schedule an appointment in that time. These pretty much just make abortion illegal or impossible to be had in those states. And in a lot of those states, there's no exceptions for rape or incest, even life of the mother in that regard. We've covered the case of the 11-year-old in Texas who was a victim of sexual assault and had to flee the state to get an abortion because state legislators literally denied her that right. And the other horrific stories that line up equally to match. It went from this should be a state's issue to this should be punishable by death very quickly. And this is one of the most glaring things that we have that shows the true broken problem with our Supreme Court system, where 9 justices, not even elected by the people, can dictate life for women, for the people in society, can control women's bodies, and single-handedly move America back decades in healthcare and freedom. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that could interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video. We also have multiple tiers of memberships available for anyone who would like to support the channel, because the only way we become a society is together.